Trinamool Congress Member of Parliament Mahua Moitra was today expelled officially from the Lok Sabha with the ethics panel report being adopted and passed by a voice vote. Mahua Moitra is accused of having committed, according to the ethics panel, a breach of parliamentary privileges, sharing her password and allegedly accepting gifts in exchange for questions in Parliament. Now, Mahua Moitra has denied all the charges, and interestingly, the opposition has come together, and Mamata Banerjee, Chief Minister of Bengal, has backed Mahua fully. Take a look at our top focus.
Direct involvement in cash work query in Parliament with reference to the examination and investigation of the alleged unethical conduct of Srimati Mohua Moitra.
Chaos unfolded in Parliament. At the center of it all, the Trinamool leader, Mahua Moitra herself.
दिनांक 8 दिसंबर 2023 को सभा पटल पर रखे गए आचार संहिता की प्रति रिपोर्ट में निहित सिफारिशों से सहमत है। जो सदस्य इसके प्रस्ताव के पक्ष में हाँ गए, जो विरोध में ना गए, मेरे विचार में निर्णय हाँ वालों के पक्ष में हाँ वालों के पक्ष में हुआ, प्रस्ताव स्वीकृत हुआ।
The outspoken ex-Lok Sabha member grappling with a cash for query allegations expelled from the Lok Sabha after the motion was put to vote. The decision followed the Lok Sabha Ethics Committee presenting and tabling its report in the House, recommending her expulsion from the Lok Sabha over accusations of accepting bribes from businessman Darshan Hiranandani in exchange for submitting pre-approved questions in the House. The Congress stood firmly behind Moitra in the House, requesting time to review the report and an opportunity for the accused MP to present her defense in the Lok Sabha.
तो इसलिए मैं आप मेरा तरफ से मेरी पार्टी की तरफ से सर आपसे ये मांग भी रखी है कि 3-4 दिन की मोहलत अब दिया करो और इस बीच हम सही ढंग से पढ़े, विचार विमर्श करें और फिर सदन में आकर एक सही ढंग से चर्चा कर जो आप चाहते हैं।
जो अखबारों में पढ़ा उससे बहुत साफ तौर पर यह चीज निकल के आई कि जिनको अभियुक्त बनाया गया, जिनके ऊपर लांछन लगाए गए, उनको अपनी बात पूरी तरह रखने का मौका भी नहीं दिया गया। ये किस तरह का प्रोसीजर है?
The Speaker dismissed requests from both the Congress and Mahua's own party, the Trinamool, to allow her to present her case in the House, citing a precedent from a 2005 incident when several MPs were expelled from the House over cash for query allegations in a similar manner. The BJP supported the Ethics Committee's recommendations, asserting that proper procedures were followed in its proceedings.
एथिक्स कमेटी के सामने माननीय सांसद महोदया को पूरा मौका मिला, उनकी बात रखने का मौका मिला और मिस्टर हीरानंदानी जो इस कंपनी के प्रमुख है और जिनके पास से गिफ्ट्स और पैसे लेने के जो आरोप यहाँ पे थे, उसमें मिस्टर हीरानंदानी ने खुद एफिडेविट कर एथिक्स कमेटी को दिया है और वो जो एफिडेविट उन्होंने किया है वो इंडियन एम्बेसी के डेप्यूटी काउंसलेट जनरल जो दुबई में है उनके सामने शपथ लेकर उन्होंने ये एफिडेविट किया हुआ है। सर, ये पक्ष या विपक्ष का सवाल नहीं है, ये संसद की मर्यादा का सवाल है।
By the majority.
With Congress leader Sonia Gandhi and other allies standing in solidarity firmly behind the expelled Trinamool MP.
Justice has been denied to Mohua Moitra.
The expelled MP from West Bengal denounced the decision as a kangaroo court judgment. She insists that the Ethics Committee had no evidence of bribes exchanged as alleged in the original complaint.
It refused to summon the businessmen to orally testify, and there is no evidence of any cash, of any gifts anywhere. The recommendation of expulsion is based solely on the ground that I have shared my Lok Sabha portal login.
Mahua Moitra also refuted accusations of sharing login credentials.
All of us MPs are conveyor belts to get questions from the public, from citizens, and to voice that in Parliament.
A new rallying point for the India alliance as they walk united once again. After appearing disjointed earlier this week following the Congress's drubbing in the Hindi heartland, could this be a new signal moment for opposition unity? With Polomi Saha in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
So what should one look forward to nationally and in Bengal after Mahua Moitra has been expelled from Parliament? Joining me now, Polomi Saha, who tracks the BJP for us, joins us from the national capital. Indrajit Kundu, our West Bengal Bureau Chief, is with us. Appreciate both of you joining us. First to you, Polomi. Interesting today in Parliament, complete divide where the opposition united behind Mahua Moitra. Even Sonia Gandhi there at that press briefing that Mahua did with in Parliament. On the other hand, the BJP believes just desserts. How is this going to now play out? Have the frictions only widened in Parliament?
Well, as far as the opposition and the BJP, the ruling NDA, are concerned, clearly this was the biggest face-off that this winter session was expected to see during Parliament, and that's already happened in the first week. The opposition was a little down in terms of being underconfident as it came into this winter session, given the debacle that the Congress faced in the Hindi heartland states of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and Rajasthan. But today we, of course, saw a united opposition. Sonia Gandhi, as you said, that image, very iconic, standing right behind Mohua Moitra as she had that press briefing where she read out the statement that she meant to read inside the Lok Sabha. And then, of course, Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, one of those who has been vocally opposed to the Trinamool Congress, has been someone who's been supporting this issue and, standing up for Mohua Moitra from the start. He has shot off 2 letters to Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla. Today itself, he shot off a letter where he categorically stated that this report should be, given to members. They should have time to read it, and only after 3 or 4 days, a discussion should take place because they would be better placed to argue.
And what is the BJP saying? And how is the BJP responding?
Well, the BJP is saying this is all because they are supporting one corrupt person, and they all have, of course, a lot of corruption charges against themselves. So when it comes to the issue of corruption, they're all jumping to the defense of one. But it remains to be seen if they're going to actually carry this forward in real terms going into Lok Sabha 2024, because the fissures in the India alliance were seen going into the state assembly elections itself. Samajwadi Party snubbed by the Congress in Madhya Pradesh, for instance. So in real terms, will it work or not? We'll find out.
Let's go straight across to Indrajit Kundu. As Polomi mentioned there, very interesting, Indrajit, that Mamata Banerjee fully supporting Mahua, Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, Congress MP, fully supporting Mahua. It seems even in Bengal, political parties, the opposition in particular, is coming firmly behind Mahua Moitra on this issue.
Well, that's right. We can see a thaw in relations between the Congress and the Trinamool Congress right now, especially after, the result of the 5 state elections. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary shooting off 2 letters, very forthright in his effort to support Mahua Moitra. A lot would be read into it. Mamata Banerjee and the Trinamool Congress, of course, backing Mohua Moitra is the big news point because, even a few months back when this entire issue first came to light, the Trinamool Congress initially was non-committal. Finally, it was Mohua Moitra's, in a sense, belligerence and perseverance that led to the Trinamool Congress finally, backing and supporting Mohua Moitra because they didn't have much of a choice. It would have been embarrassing for the party to see other party members like the Congress party leaders, the Congress High Command supporting Mohua Moitra. And Mohua Moitra does have her own fan base, especially amongst the youth. She's quite a viral sensation on social media. So her stature, her political capital seems to have risen over this entire fiasco. And that's perhaps why the Trinamool Congress didn't have much of a choice but to come out and back Mohua Moitra. So full credit goes to her, Mohua Moitra herself, for fighting it out by her own self and now literally forcing her party to back her.
Told that
so now Mamata
we're told that
again
she's going to
playing the
get
victim card.
And we're told that she's going to get the Krishnanagar seat once again. So we'll wait and see how that plays out when the Lok Sabha elections come. That's really where Mahua Moitra will have to prove herself next. Paulomi Saha, Indrajit Kundu, appreciate you joining us here on Elections Unlocked. Now, let's turn from there to what's been the running theme through this week. The three big victories achieved by the BJP in the Hindi heartland states. But kaun banega Mukhyamantri? Today, the BJP chose observers, including veteran leader Rajnath Singh, to travel to Rajasthan. Other leaders are going to Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh with the singular objective of trying to convince the MLAs as to who their chief ministerial choice is. And then, well, we'll know by the weekend, hopefully, kaun banega Mukhyamantri in the BJP-ruled states. Take a look.
A day after back-to-back marathon meetings in the national capital attended by Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah, the BJP appointed central observers on Friday to oversee Chief Minister selection process in Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. The party has named Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, Vinod Taure and Saroj Pandey as observers for Rajasthan. Haryana Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar, K. Lakshman and Asha Lakra get charge of Madhya Pradesh. Union Ministers Arjun Munda, Sarbananda Sonowal and Dushyant Gautam were named observers for Chhattisgarh.
मोदी जी के मार्गदर्शन में नड्डा जी ये सारे काम संभाल रहे हैं. ऑब्जर्वर्स तय हुए हैं और ऑब्जर्वर्स जाएंगे और वो लोकतांत्रिक प्रक्रिया को पूरा करेंगे और वो सबसे पूछेंगे, बातचीत करेंगे. प्रक्रिया के लिए जो समय लगेगा 2 दिन का वो लगेगा, बस ज्यादा कोई समय नहीं लगेगा.
The announcement came amid indications that the new chief ministers may be named over the weekend.
एक व्यक्ति तीनों जगह थे जिनके नेतृत्व में चुनाव हो रहे थे, वो नरेंद्र मोदी जी. वो तीनों जगह थे और मैं तो हमसे बड़ी, मध्य प्रदेश से बड़ी विक्ट्री छत्तीसगढ़ की मानता हूँ. बहुत बड़ी जीत हुई है वहाँ पर.
While the BJP leaders maintain that the party's parliamentary board will take the decision, discussions have already started about the probable candidates.
अभी किसी का नाम फाइनल नहीं हो सकता जब तक राय मशविरा नहीं होगा, विधायकों की राय नहीं जान ली जाएगी, तब तक किसी भी नाम के लेकर अभी सभी नाम चर्चा में हैं.
Amid speculation that the BJP top brass may pick fresh faces, 4-time Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, Shivraj Singh Chauhan has once again stated that he is not in a race. Sources say former Rajasthan Chief Minister Vasundhara Raje has spoken to the BJP High Command after meeting MLAs and conveyed to them that she was a disciplined worker of the party and that she would never go out of line. Bureau Report, India Today.
Let's shift from the BJP to the Congress party, where the new Telangana Chief Minister Revanth Reddy had a busy first day in office. He has not only held the first Praja Darbar or Janta Darbar at his residence, he also began signing files to create the legal framework for the implementation of the 6 guarantees that the Congress had promised during the assembly election campaign in Telangana. The challenge, though, for Revanth Reddy remains smooth governance. Take a look.
Newly sworn Congress Chief Minister of Telangana hit the road running on his first day in office. In the morning, he served his CM duties, and by evening he was in Delhi to meet AICC leadership, including Congress Parliamentary Party President Sonia Gandhi, and discuss different issues, including allocation of portfolios for ministers, because it's not going to be an easy road ahead for him.
The Lok Sabha elections is round the corner, another 4 to 5 months from now. The last time the Congress won about 3 seats, Lok Sabha seats in Telangana. This time the expectation would be that the Congress would do much better than that. That would be his major political challenge.
As Chief Minister, the first thing that Revanth Reddy did was to attend the Praja Darbar. For the first time in nearly 10 years, the gates to the sprawling official residence of the Telangana Chief Minister were opened for people. Reddy has promised to hold the Praja Darbar every week so citizens can approach him directly with their grievances.
People here waiting in long queue to meet the Chief Minister, the new Chief Minister of Telangana State, Revanth Reddy ji.
After attending Praja Darbar and listening to people's grievances, the CM started work on the next promises made by Congress in the state. He put his signature on the file to create the legal framework for the implementation of the 6 guarantees promised by the Congress during the Assembly poll campaign.
One, he has hit the ground running. He has got into the business of governance almost immediately after taking oath as Chief Minister. He has also got a ministry that is rich in administrative experience, so that should definitely help. Now, his major job would be to ensure that the government is able to fulfill the different guarantees, the different pre-poll promises that the Congress party had made in its manifesto.
The Telangana Chief Minister had a meeting with Electricity Department officials on his first day to pave the way to another Congress promise. During the campaign, Congress promised 200 units of free power to all eligible households under the Gruha Jyoti scheme, and Revanth Reddy wants to implement it as soon as possible. As he kept his head down and got the ball rolling to remain true to all his campaign promises, it won't be an easy task to fructify all these initiatives in reality in next 5 years. With Abdul Bashir, Bureau Report, India Today.
Where Zoram People's Movement Chief Lal Duoma was sworn in as Chief Minister today, Governor Hari Babu Kambhampati administered the oath of office and secrecy to Mr. Lal Duoma at the Raj Bhavan complex today in the presence of former Chief Ministers Zoram Thanga and Lalthan Haula. All eyes are set now on Lal Duoma, a former IPS officer, as he prepares to deliver the change and an anti-corruption plank that he's promised. It is quite a remarkable journey of Lal Duoma from being a former IPS officer to now the Chief Minister of Mizoram. Take a look at his journey.
Lal Duoma has been part of Mizoram's political map since the mid-1980s. It was a long winding road for him to the top job in Mizoram. A former IPS officer who resigned from service after his glorious crackdown on the Goa drug racket at the behest of the then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi and became catalyst peacemaker between Indian government and Mizo National Front insurgency led by Lal Denga. He joined Congress and became an MP in 1984. But after Indira Gandhi's assassination, he was unhappy with the progress of peace talks and left Congress.
I used to be there with the then Prime Minister, Mrs. Indira Gandhi, day in and day out for a couple of years, and we are very close to each other. And she requested me to resign and help her in negotiating with the rebel leader, Mr. Lal Denga. And that is the way I joined the politics.
In 1988, Lal Duoma ended up becoming the first MP to be disqualified under the anti-defection law after he resigned from the Congress. But that wasn't the last time. In the last state assembly election in 2018, Lal Duoma's current political party, Zoram People's Movement, was still not recognized, and he fought as an independent candidate. A year later, when ZPM was officially recognized, they had 8 MLAs and Lal Duoma became the opposition leader. He was disqualified as an MLA on anti-defection law, and in 2021 he came back to Mizo Assembly after winning in the by-election. Now he is poised to become the Chief Minister of Mizoram.
After that, we'll have a meeting with our Elders Council. We are going to form a ministry with them. It's not me alone. who can, form a government. According to our constitution, it has to be decided by the Chief Minister, along with the advice of the members of the VUC.
The movement started by Lal Duhoma's ZPM is being compared with the Aam Aadmi Party. This time, there are people from different walks of life who have emerged winners in the electoral battle. Most of them are young, vibrant faces waiting to change and develop their state. Under the leadership of 74-year-old Lal Duhoma.
Okay, it's time to wrap up this edition of Elections Unlocked. But before we leave you, here's one last election nugget for you, and it's a wonderful one. Now, the BJP stunned the Congress in Chhattisgarh's assembly elections, but what has caught the attention of everyone in the state is this story that you have before you, the story of an electrician, Dera Ram Yadav. He made a strange bet with his friends that if the BJP candidate Alka Chandrakar loses from the Kallari assembly seat in Chhattisgarh's Mahasamund district, he would partially tonsure his head and moustache. And guess what happened? Chandrakar was defeated, and as a result, well, you can see half a moustache. Dera Ram Yadav went to the barber shop, got his hair and moustache partially shaved off. In Indian politics, anything is possible. We leave you with those images. Thanks for watching. Stay well, stay safe. Jai Hind, Namaskar. Have a good weekend.